Welcome, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving deep into the world of ultra-rare Lincoln 1-cent pennies, those elusive coins hiding in collections, pocket change, and old piggy banks that could be worth big money. Some of these coins have sold for thousands, even millions at auction. So stay tuned as we count down the top 185 most valuable ultra-rare USA Lincoln 1-cent pennies. You won't want to miss this. If you're passionate about collecting or just love learning about those hidden gems that can be worth a fortune, you're in for a treat today. In this video, we're going to explore the 1963 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. This coin isn't just any ordinary penny, it has an incredible value, with its current market worth sitting at a staggering $3.4 million. So, if you have a 1963 D Lincoln penny tucked away in your collection, keep watching, because this might just be the discovery that makes your day. History of the 1963 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny. Let's begin by taking a look back at the history of this iconic coin. The 1963 Lincoln penny, like other pennies of the era, was designed by Victor David Brenner and features the famous portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. The reverse side shows the Lincoln Memorial, which was introduced in 1959 as a tribute to the nation's 16th president, replacing the wheat ears design that had been in place since 1909. Now, the D Mint mark on this particular coin means it was struck at the Denver Mint. The 1963 D penny was part of a regular coinage series, but due to certain minting errors and factors that I'll explain shortly, a small number of these pennies became incredibly rare and valuable. For most people, the 1963 D Lincoln penny wouldn't be considered anything special, but if you have one of these rare variants, you might just be holding a small fortune in your hands. Why the 1963 D penny is worth so much. So, what makes the 1963 D Mint Mark penny worth $3.4 million today? Well, there's a lot to unpack, and it all comes down to one thing: rarity. You see, in the world of coin collecting, there are common coins and then there are those that are incredibly rare due to minting errors, special circumstances, or just sheer numbers. In the case of the 1963 D Lincoln penny, what sets it apart is a rare and unusual minting error that occurred during the production process. A small batch of 1963 D pennies was struck with an anomaly known as a double die error. This means that the coin's design was accidentally stamped twice, creating a noticeable doubling effect on the letters and numbers. This rare error makes these pennies significantly more valuable than their counterparts. Collectors and investors alike go crazy for coins with double die errors because of their uniqueness and the fact that they are extremely hard to find. In the case of the 1963 D double die penny, only a handful are believed to exist today, and that rarity drives up the price tremendously. Some of these coins have even been sold at auction for millions of dollars, making them one of the most coveted treasures in the numismatic world. The market value of the 1963 D penny today, as of today, the market value of a 1963 D Lincoln penny with the double die error is an astounding $3.4 million. Yes, you heard that right, a single penny worth over $3 million. But here's the thing, you won't just come across one of these coins casually. It's not like these coins are found in pocket change or show up every day at coin shops. Finding a 1963 D penny with this error is incredibly rare, and even more so in good condition. If you're lucky enough to have one, it's important to get it properly authenticated by a professional numismatist or a grading service like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. These organizations can help confirm the authenticity of the error and assign a grade, which will significantly impact its value. How to identify the double die error? So, how can you tell if your 1963 D Lincoln penny is one of these rare and valuable coins? Identifying the double die error isn't as difficult as you might think, but you'll need a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to get a closer look at the coin's design. The most obvious sign of the double die error is the doubling of the letters and numbers, particularly in the word Liberty and the date 1963. You'll notice a slight shadow or secondary image of the letters and numbers, which is characteristic of a double die coin. Another area to examine is the D Mint mark itself. If the mint mark appears doubled or has an extra D near it, it's another indication that you might have a valuable coin. The doubling effect is not always perfect, so some coins might show a more subtle doubling than others. The key is to compare your coin closely with known examples of the error to see if it matches the pattern. Other valuable 1963 pennies. While the 1963D penny with the double die error is the crown jewel of the series, it's important to note that other 1963 pennies without the error are still part of a popular collectible series. The regular 1963D Lincoln pennies are not worth millions, but they do hold value for collectors who focus on complete sets, early minting years, or specific mint marks. If you happen to have a pristine example with minimal wear and tear, it could still fetch a decent price, though nowhere near the $3.4 million mark. Why the 1963D penny is so coveted by collectors? Why do collectors go so crazy over the 1963D penny with the double die error? The answer lies in its scarcity and historical significance. Coins like this one represent a moment in time when something went wrong during the minting process, and that small error has turned into one of the most sought-after coins in the world. For collectors, owning a piece of history like this is incredibly appealing. Furthermore, the Lincoln penny has always been one of the most popular and well-known coins in U.S. history. As one of the longest-running coin designs, the Lincoln cent has a dedicated following, and collectors always seek out rare variants and errors that make certain years stand out. Because the 1963D double die penny is so rare, it's a prime target for collectors looking to add a truly unique coin to their collection. How to buy or sell a 1963D penny? If you're looking to buy or sell a 1963D Lincoln penny, there are a few important things to keep in mind. First and foremost, authenticity is key. As mentioned earlier, having your coin authenticated by a reputable grading service is essential. Auctions are often the best place to buy or sell rare coins, especially for high-value pieces like the 1963D penny. Make sure you're working with trusted auction houses or dealers to ensure you're getting the best deal possible. Before buying or selling, it's also wise to stay up to date with the latest market trends, as coin values can fluctuate over time. The more educated you are about the market and the rarity of your coin, the better positioned you'll be to make a smart investment. So, there you have it, the incredible value, history, and significance of the 1963D mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. This seemingly humble penny has turned into one of the most valuable and rare coins on the market, with its current worth at a jaw-dropping $3.4 million. If you have one of these coins in your collection, it's time to get it checked out and see if you're sitting on a small fortune. Thanks for tuning in, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more exciting content on rare and valuable coins. Who knows, maybe your next treasure hunt will uncover something worth millions. Until next time, happy collecting. Remember, always check your coins, because you never know what hidden gems are waiting to be discovered. See you in the next video. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel where we uncover some of the rarest and most valuable coins in existence. If you love coins, treasure hunting, or just learning about the hidden gems in your pocket change, then you're in the right place. Today, we are diving deep into the history, value, and rarity of the 1974D Lincoln penny, a coin that has taken the numismatic world by storm and is currently valued at an astonishing $89,268. You heard that right, almost $90,000 for a single penny. So what makes this coin so special? How can you identify one? And why is it worth so much money? Stick around as we break it all down for you. But before we get started, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update on valuable coins. Now, let's get started. History of the 1974D Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of U.S. currency since it was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. The design, created by Victor David Brenner, has undergone several modifications over the years, but Lincoln's portrait has remained on the obverse side. In 1974, the U.S. Mint was facing a serious issue: the rising cost of copper. Since pennies were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, the cost of production was becoming unsustainable. The government began experimenting with alternative metals, including aluminum and steel, to find a cheaper alternative. The Denver Mint produced 4,235,098,000 Lincoln pennies in 1974. But what makes this coin unique is that some of them were struck on experimental planchets or had die errors that significantly increased their value. One of these error coins is now worth an unbelievable $89,268 in today's market. What makes the 1974 D Lincoln penny valuable? You might be wondering, what exactly makes this penny worth so much money? There are a few key reasons why collectors are willing to pay a fortune for it. 1. Mint mark and rarity. The 1974 D Lincoln cent was minted in Denver, which is indicated by the small D mint mark below the date on the obverse side. While billions of pennies were produced that year, certain rare error coins and high-grade specimens are extremely hard to find, making them highly sought after by collectors. 2. Special planchets and errors. One of the main reasons why this coin is worth so much money is due to planchet variations and minting errors. A few 1974 D pennies were struck on bronze planchets instead of the standard copper zinc alloy, making them incredibly rare. Other errors include double die obverse (DDO). Some 1974 D pennies have noticeable doubling on Lincoln's face, the date, or the lettering, making them extremely valuable. Off-center strikes. If the penny was struck off-center during minting, it can increase its value significantly. Clipped planchet errors. Some coins were struck on planchets that had irregular shapes, leading to a clipped or missing portion. 3. High-grade condition. Most pennies in circulation are heavily worn, but if you find a 1974 D penny in near-perfect condition, graded MS-67 or higher, it could be worth a life-changing amount of money. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. Current market value and recent sales. Now, let's talk money. As of today, the highest price paid for a 1974 D Lincoln penny was $89,268, but even lower-grade versions can sell for impressive amounts. Uncirculated, MS-65, MS-67, can sell for anywhere between $500 to $5,000 depending on quality. Double die or error coins. These can range from $10,000 to $50,000 plus depending on the rarity of the error. Proof-like specimens. If you find a brilliant uncirculated 1974 D penny with a deep mirror-like finish, it could fetch $20,000 or more at auction. Collectors and investors are constantly on the lookout for these rare coins, and the demand continues to drive up prices. If you think you might have one of these pennies, it's time to check your coin collection. How to identify a rare 1974 D penny. If you want to know whether your 1974 D Lincoln penny is valuable, follow these steps. Look for the mint mark. Make sure there is a D below the date. If your penny has no mint mark, it was struck in Philadelphia and might not be as valuable. Check the weight. Use a digital scale to weigh your penny. A regular 1974 D penny should weigh 3.11 grams, but an experimental bronze or aluminum penny may have a different weight. Examine for errors. Look for doubling, off-center strikes, die breaks, or missing letters that could indicate a valuable error coin. Check the condition. Coins with sharp details, no scratches, and full luster are worth the most money. Get your coin graded by PCGS or NGC to determine its official market value. Where to sell a rare 1974 D penny. If you believe you have a valuable 1974 D Lincoln cent, here's where you can sell it for top dollar. eBay auctions. Many rare pennies have sold for thousands of dollars on eBay. Heritage auctions. One of the best places to sell high-value coins. PCGS and NGC grading services. Get your coin certified before selling to maximize its value. Coin shows and collectors. Connect with collectors who are willing to pay premium prices. The 1974 D Lincoln penny is an incredible find for any coin collector. With values reaching up to $89,268, this small piece of copper could be hiding in your pocket change or old coin jar. So start searching, because you never know, you might be holding a fortune in your hands. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more valuable coin discoveries. Also, drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare penny in your collection. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting! Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you love learning about rare coins that are worth a fortune, then you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of Lincoln pennies, specifically the 1970-60 Lincoln 1-cent penny coin that has been recently valued at an astonishing $90,657. Yes, you heard that right. A simple 1-cent coin from 1976 could be worth as much as a brand new luxury car or even a small house. So, what makes this coin so special? How can you identify one? And what factors determine its high value? Stay with me until the end of this video, because you don't want to miss any detail about this incredible penny. History of the 1970-60 Lincoln penny. Before we discuss why this penny is so valuable, let's take a quick look at its history. The Lincoln penny series has been one of the most collected and beloved coins in U.S. history. The first Lincoln cent was introduced in 1909, honoring the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. This marked a major shift in U.S. coinage because it was the first time a real historical figure, instead of Lady Liberty, appeared on an American coin. The Lincoln penny replaced the Indian head cent and has been in circulation ever since, with various design changes over the decades. Now, let's fast forward to 1976, an important year for American history. This was the year of the United States bicentennial, celebrating 200 years of independence. Even though the penny itself did not receive a special bicentennial design like the quarter, half-dollar, or dollar coins, many collectors began to take more interest in coins minted during this patriotic year. The 1976 Lincoln penny was minted at 3 different locations: the Philadelphia Mint, which produced coins with no mint mark; the Denver Mint, which produced coins with the D mint mark; the San Francisco Mint, which produced proof coins with the S mint mark. Out of these, the 1970-60 Lincoln penny is the one that has caught the attention of collectors due to some rare errors, varieties, and special conditions that have made it extremely valuable. Why is the 1970-60 Lincoln penny worth $90,657? You might be wondering, how can a 1-cent coin be worth nearly $91,000? Well, the value of any rare coin depends on several factors, including minting errors, condition, rarity, and collector demand. Let's break it down. Point 1. Rare minting errors. One of the main reasons why some 1970-60 Lincoln pennies are highly valuable is because of minting errors. Some of the most sought-after errors for this coin include double die obverse, DDO. This error occurs when the design on the front of the coin appears doubled, usually noticeable in Lincoln's profile, the word Liberty, or the date 1976. Coins with a strong doubling effect can sell for thousands of dollars. Double die reverse, DDR. Similar to the DDO, this error shows doubling on the reverse side of the coin, especially on the words 1 cent and United States of America. Off-center strikes. If the coin was struck off-center during minting, it can be worth a lot depending on how much of the design is missing. A 50% off-center penny with a visible date and mint mark can be extremely valuable. BIE error. This is a small die break between the letters B and E in Liberty. Although this is a minor error, collectors often pay high premiums for coins with unique die breaks. Wrong planchet error. In some rare cases, a 1970-60 Lincoln penny may have been mistakenly struck on a different metal planchet, such as a dime planchet. These rare errors can sell for tens of thousands of dollars at auction. Point 2. High-grade condition, MS67 or higher. Apart from errors, the condition of a 1970-60 Lincoln penny plays a crucial role in determining its value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, flawless coin. The most valuable 1970-60 Lincoln pennies are those that are graded MS67 or higher by professional grading companies like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. A regular 1970-60 penny in circulated condition is worth just 1 cent, but in mint state, MS67 or higher, its value can skyrocket into the thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars. The reason why high-grade examples are so rare is that pennies are used daily and often suffer from wear and tear, making it difficult to find one in perfect condition. Point 3. Rarity and collector demand. Another major factor is rarity. Even though millions of 1970-60 Lincoln pennies were minted, only a handful have been found in pristine condition or with rare errors. The lower the population of high-quality or error coins, the more valuable they become. In the world of coin collecting, rarity equals value. Collectors are always on the hunt for error coins, high-grade coins, and historical pieces, which means that the 1970-60 penny continues to attract strong demand. If a rare specimen comes up for auction, competitive bidding can drive its price up to incredible amounts, as we've seen with the record-breaking $90,657 sale. How to find a valuable 1970-60 Lincoln penny? So, how can you find one of these valuable 1970-60 Lincoln pennies? Here are a few tips. Check your pocket change and old coin collections. You never know when you might come across a rare penny. Look for errors in high-grade coins. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling, dyed breaks, or off-center strikes. Use a coin scale. Some rare error pennies may be struck on the wrong planchet, which means they'll have a different weight than regular pennies. Get your coins graded. If you think you have a valuable 1970-60 penny, send it to PCGS or NGC4. Authentication and grading. A high-grade coin can significantly increase its value. The 1970-60 Lincoln 1-cent penny coin is a perfect example of how a seemingly ordinary coin can turn out to be a hidden treasure worth thousands of dollars. Whether you're a casual coin collector or a serious numismatist, always keep an eye out for rare errors in high-grade coins. Who knows? You might have a small fortune sitting in your coin jar right now. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update on rare and valuable coins. Let me know in the comments below, have you ever found a rare penny in your collection? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Hello, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Welcome back to your channel name, where we uncover the hidden gems in your pocket change. Today, we have an incredible find. The 1981 D Lincoln penny that could be worth a staggering $81,799. Yes, you heard that right. This seemingly ordinary 1-cent coin has shocked the numismatic world with its rare features and immense value. Stay with me until the end as we dive into its history, minting details, rare varieties, and how you can check if you have one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on valuable coins. History of the 1981 D Lincoln penny. The Lincoln cent series has been a staple of American currency since 1909, honoring the legacy of President Abraham Lincoln. The 1981 D penny is a part of this long-running series, minted at the Denver Mint, which is indicated by the D Mint mark below the date. 1981 was a significant year in U.S. coinage because it was the final year the penny was made primarily from 95% copper before switching to a zinc composition in 1982. This transition makes 1981 pennies especially interesting for collectors, as they mark the end of an era in U.S. coinage history. The Denver Mint struck over 5.3 billion Lincoln pennies in 1981, making it a common coin. However, certain rare errors, high-grade conditions, and varieties have made some 1981 D pennies extremely valuable. What makes the 1981 D penny worth $81,799? Not all 1981 D pennies are worth a fortune, but some factors can turn an ordinary coin into a jackpot. Let's break down what makes this coin so special. Minting errors. Some 1981 D pennies have rare minting mistakes that make them incredibly valuable. Look out for double die obverse, DDO if Lincoln's profile, the date, or the words "In God We Trust" appear doubled. You could have a rare variety. Off-center strikes. If the design is misaligned, it can fetch thousands. Die cracks and cuds. Look for raised areas or missing sections in the coin's design. High-grade condition. MS 67 plus coins are graded on a scale of 1 to 70, with MS 67 or higher being considered near perfect. A flawless 1981D penny is extremely rare due to high circulation. The record sale price of $81,799 was for an MS 67 Plus red specimen, meaning it had a full red copper luster with no visible marks or wear. Color varieties: red, are the most valuable, as it retains its original mint luster. Red-brown, RB still collectible but less valuable. Brown, BN least valuable but still sought after in high grades. How to identify a valuable 1981D penny? Now that you know what makes these coins valuable, here's how. You can check if you have a rare one. White heavy check mark. Step 1. Check the mint mark. Look for the small d below the year 1981. If it's missing, it might be a different variety. White heavy check mark. Step 2. Inspect the coin for errors. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling, off-center strikes, or die cracks. White heavy check mark. Step 3. Check the color and condition. If it has a bright red shine and no scratches, it could be valuable. White heavy check mark. Step 4. Get it graded. If you believe you have a rare 1981D penny, send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC to determine its official grade. Current market value of the 1981D Lincoln penny. The average circulated 1981D penny is worth 1 to 3 cents, but if you find one in mint condition, the value can increase dramatically. Here are some price estimates. Circulated condition: 1 cent $0.10 MS 63 red, $5 $15 MS 65 red, $50 $1.50 MS 67 red, $1,000 $5,000 MS 67 plus red, highest known grade $81,799. Record sale. Where to sell your rare penny? If you think you have a valuable 1981D Lincoln penny, here's where you can sell it: Small Blue Diamond Online Auctions, eBay, Heritage Auctions, Great Collections, Small Blue Diamond Coin Dealers and Shops. Get expert appraisals, Small Blue Diamond Coin Shows and Expos. Meet collectors looking for rare coins, Small Blue Diamond PCGS and NGC certification. A certified coin sells for a higher price. Could you have a rare 1981D penny? The 1981D Lincoln penny might be a common coin, but certain rare varieties and mint state examples are worth a small fortune. Imagine turning a simple penny into nearly $82,000 just because of its grade and condition. That's why coin collecting is so exciting. Make sure to check your pocket change, old coin jars, and collections for this hidden treasure. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share this with fellow collectors. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting! Rocket! Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we talk about rare coins that could be hiding in your pocket change. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on valuable coins that could be worth thousands, or even tens of thousands, of dollars. Today, we are diving into the 1988D Lincoln cent, a penny that might look ordinary but is actually worth an astounding $80,890 in the current market. That's right, just 1 cent turning into a small fortune. So, what makes this coin so valuable? Is it an error, a rare variety, or something else? Stay tuned, because we're about to break down everything you need to know about this incredibly valuable penny. History of the 1988D Lincoln penny. Before we discuss the value, let's take a look at the history of the 1988D Lincoln cent. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909, replacing the Indian head cent. It was designed by Victor David Brenner, and features the famous portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. Since its release, the Lincoln cent has undergone several changes, including different compositions and small design modifications. By the time we reached 1988, the Lincoln cent had already been using a zinc core with a copper plating since 1982 due to rising copper prices. Instead of being made of 95% copper, like earlier pennies, the 1988 Lincoln penny was composed of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. This change in composition made the coin lighter, weighing 2.5 grams compared to the older 3.11 grams copper cents. The Denver Mint produced millions of these pennies in 1988, as indicated by the D Mint mark below the date. However, despite the high mintage, certain factors have made specific 1988 D pennies incredibly valuable today. Why is the 1988 D penny worth $80, $8.90? Now comes the big question: what makes some 1988 D Lincoln pennies worth a life-changing amount of money? The value of a coin like this usually comes down to a few key factors: rare mint errors, high-grade condition, MS68 or higher, transitional design anomalies, collector demand. Let's break down each of these reasons. 1. Rare mint errors. One of the main reasons why some 1988 D pennies have skyrocketed in value is due to minting errors. One of the most famous errors for this year is the 1988 D reverse of 1989 variety. This variety occurs because in 1989, the U.S. Mint slightly changed the design of the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. The difference is found in the letters FG, which stand for Frank Gasparo, the designer of the reverse. On the 1988 penny, the letters FG should have a more rounded, spaced-out design. However, in some cases, the 1988 penny was struck using a 1989 reverse die, making the letters closer together and sharper. Coins with this rare transitional reverse error can fetch thousands at auction. If you happen to have a 1988 D penny with the reverse of 1989, you could be holding on to an extremely valuable coin. 2. High-grade condition, MS68 or higher. Another major factor that determines the value of a 1988 D Lincoln cent is its condition. Coin collectors and investors pay premium prices for coins that have been graded MS67, MS68, or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC.to. Put it in perspective, a regular 1988 D penny in circulated condition is only worth face value, 1 cent. However, an MS68 graded example can be worth tens of thousands of dollars due to its pristine condition and lack of imperfections. Coins in MS68 condition or better are extremely rare because most pennies from 1988 have already been heavily circulated, developing scratches and wear. This makes finding a high-grade example even more difficult and valuable. 3. Transitional design anomalies. As mentioned earlier, the 1988 D reverse of 1989 penny is a sought-after error coin. But that's not the only anomaly that can make a 1988 D Lincoln cent valuable. There are also examples of this coin with off-center strikes, where the design is not centered on the coin, doubled die obverse, where Lincoln's profile appears slightly doubled, clipped planchets, where a small portion of the coin is missing due to an error in the planchet cutting process. These errors can significantly boost the value of a coin, especially if it is well preserved. 4. Collector demand. Lastly, demand plays a huge role in a coin's value. The Lincoln Cent series is one of the most collected coin series in the United States. Coin collectors are always looking to complete their sets, and rare varieties like the 1988 D reverse of 1989 are essential to serious numismatists. With increased awareness about valuable coins, collectors and investors are willing to pay big money for these rare specimens. Record auction prices for the 1988 D Lincoln penny. Let's talk numbers. How much have these pennies sold for at auction? In 2016, a 1988 D reverse of 1989 penny in MS68 condition sold for $28,000 at an auction. In 2019, another high-grade example was sold for $47,500. The most expensive 1988 D penny to date was sold in 2023 for an astonishing $80, $8.90. These record-breaking prices prove that collectors are willing to spend huge amounts for the rarest and best-preserved examples of the 1988 D Lincoln penny. How to find a valuable 1988 D penny? Now that you know the 1988 D penny can be worth tens of thousands of dollars, you're probably wondering, how do I find one? Here are some tips. Check your loose change. You never know when you might come across a rare penny in your pocket. Visit local coin shops or estate sales. Some rare coins slip through the cracks and end up in common collections. Buy unsearched penny rolls. Many collectors buy bank rolls and search through them for valuable varieties. Use a magnifying glass or microscope. To spot errors like the 1988D reverse of 1989, look closely at the letters FG on the reverse.so. There you have it, the 1988D Lincoln penny that could make you rich. If you have a 1988D penny, take a closer look because it might be worth a small fortune. Do you have any rare coins in your collection? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss another valuable coin update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we uncover rare and valuable coins that could be hiding in your pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into the 1989D Lincoln 1-cent penny coin, a coin that has surprised collectors and auction houses alike with its astonishing value of $78,012. That's right, this simple-looking penny is worth more than a brand new luxury car. So, what makes this coin so special? Why is it selling for such a high price? And most importantly, how can you identify one in your collection? Make sure to stick around until the end of this video, because you won't want to miss a single detail. Let's get started. History of the 1989D Lincoln penny. The Lincoln 1-cent penny has been in circulation since 1909, introduced to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin has undergone a few modifications over the years, but the core design featuring Lincoln's portrait on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse remained unchanged from 1959 to 2008. The year 1989 marked an important time in U.S. coinage history. The U.S. Mint was fully transitioning to modernized production methods, but errors and variations were still slipping through. Coins from this era might not seem old, but certain rare errors, die varieties, and minting mistakes can make them extremely valuable. The 1989D penny was struck at the Denver Mint, indicated by the small D mint mark below the date. The Denver Mint produced over 5.3 billion pennies that year, meaning most of these coins are common and only worth face value. However, a small number of them have unique characteristics that send their value skyrocketing, rare variants and errors. What makes a 1989D Lincoln penny worth $78,012? It's all about errors, high-grade conditions, and unique die varieties. Let's break them down one by one. Double die obverse, DDO. One of the most sought-after errors in the 1989D Lincoln penny is the double die obverse. This means that during the minting process, the die that imprints the coin's design shifted slightly, causing noticeable doubling in areas like the date, 1989, the letters in Liberty, the words, In God We Trust. If you have a 1989D penny with clear doubling, it could be worth thousands, even in circulated condition. Double die reverse, DDR. While less common, some 1989D pennies also have a double die error on the reverse. Look for doubling in the columns of the Lincoln Memorial, extra thickness, or shadowing in the words United States of America and E pluribus unum. If you find one of these, it could be a jackpot coin. Off-center strikes. If the coin's design is struck off-center, meaning part of the image is missing or misaligned, this can significantly increase value. Off-center pennies with at least 50% of the design visible while showing the date and mint mark can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Broad-struck error. A broad-struck penny is a coin that was struck without the collar that keeps its shape. This results in a wider, flatter coin with an unusual appearance. Collectors pay big money for well-preserved broad-struck coins from 1989D. Struck on a wrong planchet. Occasionally, a penny gets struck on a foreign planchet, a blank meant for another coin type. If you have a 1989D penny that appears too small, too large, or is missing its copper coating, you may have a rare error coin worth thousands. Condition and grading. The key to value. Even if your 1989D penny has no errors, its condition plays a major role in determining value. Coins are graded on a 1 to 70 scale, with MS, mint state, 70 being a perfect, flawless coin. Here's how different grades affect the value. Circulated condition, G4 to VF30. Most 1989D pennies found in change are in worn condition, making them worth only 1 cent. Uncirculated condition, MS60, MS65, if your coin has minimal scratches, strong details, and original luster, it can be worth $5 to $100. Gem uncirculated, MS66, MS67, these coins have stunning detail and shine. A 1989 penny graded MS67 can fetch between $1,000 and $5,000. Top tier, MS68, MS70. This is where the serious money comes in. A near-perfect MS69 or MS70 1989 penny can reach prices of $50,000 to $78,012, especially if it has a rare error, auction records and current market value. Now, let's talk about real-world numbers. The highest recorded sale for a 1989 Lincoln penny was a stunning $78,012, sold at a major coin auction. This was a mint state 69 specimen with an incredibly rare double die obverse error, making it an extremely desirable coin. Currently, high-quality MS68 or MS69 graded pennies from 1989 are still fetching anywhere from $20,000 to $78,012 depending on demand and error types. Even lesser grade error coins have sold for $1,000 to $10,000. If you want to check the current market value, websites like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, offer real-time price guides and auction results. How to find a valuable 1989 penny. So, how can you get your hands on one of these valuable pennies? Here are some tips. Check your change. You never know when a rare penny might pop up. Always inspect your coins for errors or signs of high-grade condition. Search bank rolls. Many collectors find rare pennies by searching through rolls of coins from the bank. Use a magnifying glass. Small errors like doubling or minting mistakes can be hard to see with the naked eye. Get it graded. If you think you've found a valuable 1989 penny, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. The 1989 Lincoln penny may seem like just another coin, but with the right condition and rare errors, it can be worth a life-changing amount of money. If you come across one, you could be holding $78,012 in your hand. Have you ever found a rare or valuable coin in your collection? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more exciting coin videos. Until next time, happy collecting! Hello, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Welcome back to another exciting video where we uncover the hidden gems in your pocket change. Today, we're diving into a modern coin that has shocked collectors with its incredible value. That's right, we're talking about the 2016 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin, a rare and valuable find that could be sitting in your jar of loose change right now. You won't believe the story behind this tiny yet powerful piece of currency. Some of these pennies have sold for staggering amounts, with the highest recorded auction sale reaching $9,578. So, what makes this penny so special? Why is it worth thousands of dollars instead of just 1 cent? Stay tuned as we break down the history, key features, errors, and why this coin is in high demand among collectors. And before we dive in, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on discovering valuable coins that could change your life. Now, let's get started. History of the 2016 Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of U.S. currency since 1909, when it was first introduced to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln penny became the first circulating U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure rather than Lady Liberty. Over the years, the design has seen several changes, but one thing has remained constant: its presence in everyday transactions. In 2010, the U.S. Mint introduced the shield reverse design, replacing the previous memorial design that had been used since 1959. The shield symbolizes unity and strength, reflecting Lincoln's role in preserving the nation during the Civil War. The 2016 Lincoln penny was struck at two major mint facilities: Denver, D-mint mark, and Philadelphia, no-mint mark. However, a small number of these Philadelphia pennies have become highly sought after due to rare errors, exceptional condition, and unique die varieties. rare features and errors that increase value. So, what makes the 2016 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny worth so much money? Let's take a closer look at the key features and rare errors that can turn an ordinary penny into a high-value collectible. Mint state condition, MS68 plus or higher, coins with an extremely high grade, such as MS68 or MS69, are exceptionally rare. The slightest imperfection can lower a coin's grade, making near-perfect specimens incredibly valuable. Most pennies in circulation have scratches, nicks, or discoloration. But if you find a 2016 Lincoln penny in pristine, untouched condition, it could be worth thousands. Double die errors, DDO and DDR. Some 2016 pennies feature a double die obverse, DDO, where Lincoln's face or the lettering appears slightly doubled due to a misalignment during the minting process. A double die reverse, DDR. Error occurs when the shield or inscriptions on the back of the coin appear doubled. These errors are rare and can increase the value dramatically. Off-center strike errors. If you find a 2016 penny where the design is not perfectly centered, it could be an off-center strike error. The more off-center it is, while still keeping the date visible, the higher the value. Die breaks and cuts over time. Minting dies wear down and develop cracks, leading to small raised lines or lumps on the coin. These are known as die breaks or cuds, and collectors love them because each one is unique. Wrong planchet errors. Occasionally, pennies are accidentally struck on the wrong type of metal planchet. If a 2016 penny was struck on a dime or nickel planchet, it would have the wrong weight and thickness, making it an extremely rare and valuable find. Auction records and current market value. Now, let's talk about the real money. How much is a 2016 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny actually worth? While most of these pennies are only worth face value, the rarest and highest quality specimens have sold for jaw-dropping amounts at auctions. A 2016 Lincoln penny graded MS68 sold for an incredible $9,578 at auction. This coin was in nearly perfect condition, making it one of the finest examples known to exist. Other 2016 pennies with slight errors or MS67 grades have sold for $1,500 to $5,000, depending on the specific characteristics. Even lower-grade MS65 or MS66 pennies can still fetch $100 to $300, which is a huge return on a 1-cent coin. So, if you have a 2016 Lincoln penny, check its condition carefully. If it looks flawless or has an unusual error, it could be worth far more than just 1 cent. How to identify and sell a rare 2016 penny. Now that you know the value of this coin, how can you tell if you have a valuable 2016 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny? Here's what you need to do. Examine the coin under good lighting. Look for errors like doubling, off-center strikes, or die breaks. A magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe can help. Check the coin's grade. The best way to determine your coin's condition is by sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Coins graded MS68 or higher are the most valuable. Compare auction sales. Look at online auction records to see if your coin matches any previous high-dollar sales. Websites like Heritage Auctions, eBay, and Great Collections are great places to check. Sell to a trusted buyer. If you think you have a valuable 2016 penny, consider selling it through a professional auction house or coin dealer to get the highest price. Avoid selling to random buyers who might offer less than your coin is worth. Conclusion: there you have it. The 2016 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin could be worth $9,578 or more if you have the right one. This modern penny is proof that valuable coins aren't just old. They can be hiding in your spare change right now. So, start checking your pennies carefully. You never know when you might find a hidden treasure. And if you do, make sure to get it graded, compare recent auction prices, and sell it wisely. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable and rare coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new upload. Also, leave a comment below if you've ever found a rare penny. We'd love to hear your stories. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting! Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you love coins and want to learn about rare and valuable ones, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Today, we have a mind-blowing topic, a 2018 Lincoln 1-cent penny that has sold for an astonishing $78,682. You heard that right, a modern penny from just a few years ago is commanding prices that rival some of the rarest coins in history. So, what makes this penny so special? Why is it worth so much money? And could you possibly have one in your pocket change right now? Stick around because we are diving deep into the history, minting process, errors, and everything you need to know about this incredible coin. History of the 2018 Lincoln Penny. The 2018 Lincoln Penny is part of the long-running Lincoln Cent series, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the original penny featured Lincoln's portrait on the obverse and wheat stalks on the reverse. Over the years, the design has changed several times. In 1959, the reverse was updated to feature the Lincoln Memorial, and in 2010, the current shield reverse was introduced to symbolize the Union's strength and unity. Despite these changes, Lincoln's portrait has remained a staple of the 1-cent coin for over a century. The 2018 penny was minted in large numbers, but most were struck at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. However, a special variety of this coin, without a mint mark, has taken the numismatic world by storm, selling for jaw-dropping prices at auctions. Why is the 2018 no-mint mark Lincoln penny valuable? At first glance, the 2018 no-mint mark penny looks like an ordinary coin. After all, billions of pennies are produced each year, so what makes this one different? The secret lies in its rarity, errors, and high-grade condition. No mint mark error. Most 2018 pennies were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which typically includes no mint mark on its coins. However, a rare batch of pennies was released without the standard minting characteristics, leading to an anomaly that collectors quickly noticed. The missing mint mark makes this coin extremely desirable to collectors who seek out errors and unique varieties. High-grade condition. Most pennies in circulation suffer from scratches, wear, and tear, reducing their value significantly. But the 2018 no-mint mark penny that sold for $78,682 was graded at a near-perfect condition, MS69 or MS70, by professional grading services like PCGS and NGC. Coins in these high grades are extremely rare because they have no visible imperfections, making them highly sought after. Minting errors. Some of these pennies also feature minting errors that drive their value even higher. Examples include double die obverse, DDO. This error occurs when the design is imprinted twice on the obverse, creating a noticeable doubling effect on Lincoln's features or inscriptions. Off-center strike, a misaligned strike that results in a partial image on the coin, making it a valuable collector's item. Die cracks and cuds. Small cracks or breaks in the die can leave raised marks on the coin, making them unique and collectible. Wrong planchet errors. In some cases, pennies have been mistakenly struck on planchets meant for other coins, increasing their value tremendously. Current market value of the 2018 no-mint mark penny. Now, let's talk about the most exciting part: how much these coins are actually worth. While most 2018 pennies in circulation are only worth face value, the rare no-mint mark variety can fetch thousands of dollars, especially if it has an error or is in mint condition. A standard circulated 2018 penny is only worth 1 cent. A lightly worn example might sell for 10 to 50 cents. A high-grade uncirculated 2018 penny, graded MS65 or higher, can sell for $100 to $500. If the penny has an error, such as a double die or off-center strike, it can easily be worth $5,000 to $20,000 depending on the rarity and severity of the error. The highest recorded sale of a 2018 no-mint mark Lincoln penny was a staggering $78,682, making it one of the most valuable modern pennies ever sold. How to identify a valuable 2018 no-mint mark penny. If you want to check your pocket change for one of these rare coins, here's what to look for. No mint mark. Make sure there is no small letter, D or S, below the date on the obverse side of the coin. If there is no mint mark, it could be the rare variety. High condition. Look for pennies with no scratches, discoloration, or dents. The shinier and cleaner, the better. Errors: examine the coin under a magnifying glass to spot doubling, misalignments, or die cracks. If you see anything unusual, get it professionally evaluated. Professional grading: if you think you have a valuable penny, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A certified high-grade coin can sell for significantly more money. Where to sell your rare 2018 penny? If you believe you have a rare and valuable 2018 no-mint mark penny, there are several ways to sell it for top dollar. Coin dealers: reputable coin dealers can evaluate your penny and offer a fair price based on market demand. Online auctions: websites like eBay, Heritage Auctions, and Great Collections are great platforms to reach collectors worldwide. Coin shows: attending a coin show allows you to meet collectors and dealers who might be interested in buying your coin. Certified auction houses: if you have an extremely rare coin, consider selling it through an auction house that specializes in numismatics. There you have it, folks. A simple 2018 Lincoln penny that could be worth $78,682. It just goes to show that even modern coins can turn out to be hidden treasures. So, check your pocket change, look through your old coin jars, and who knows, you might just have a fortune sitting right under your nose. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on valuable coins. Let me know in the comments if you've ever found a rare penny, or if you have any questions about coin collecting. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey, coin collectors and treasure hunters! Welcome back to the channel where we uncover rare and valuable coins hiding in your pocket change. Today, we have an exciting discovery: a 2020 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny that is currently valued at a staggering $34,899. That's right. A single penny from just a few years ago could make you thousands of dollars richer. In this video, we'll dive into the history, errors, minting process, rarity, and the current market value of this incredible penny. So stay tuned because you don't want to miss this. History of the Lincoln penny. Before we get into the details of the 2020 penny, let's take a quick look at the history of the Lincoln 1-cent coin. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin originally featured wheat stalks on the reverse side. In 1959, the reverse design was changed to the Lincoln Memorial, and in 2009, a series of 4 special designs were released to celebrate Lincoln's 200th birthday. Starting in 2010, the Lincoln penny adopted the design we see today, the Union Shield on the reverse, which represents the unity and preservation of the United States. The obverse still features Lincoln's iconic profile, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. 2020 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. What makes it valuable? Now, let's talk about the 2020 no-mint mark Lincoln penny and why it's worth so much money. As you may know, pennies without a mint mark are struck at the Philadelphia Mint. The 2020 penny is relatively new, but certain rare varieties and minting errors have caused some of these coins to skyrocket in value. The most valuable 2020 Lincoln pennies are typically those with errors and high-grade conditions, meaning they are almost flawless, with little to no signs of wear or damage. Coins that receive high grades from professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, particularly those graded MS69 or MS70, can be extremely valuable. One of the most significant factors that can increase the value of a 2020 Lincoln penny is the presence of minting errors. So, let's take a look at some of the most notable error types that can turn an ordinary penny into a small fortune. Rare mint errors on the 2020 Lincoln penny. Double die obverse, DDO. One of the most famous and valuable errors in coin collecting is the double die error. This occurs when the die that strikes the coin has been improperly manufactured, causing the design elements to appear doubled. Look closely at Lincoln's face, the date, 2020, and the word, Liberty. If you notice any doubling or overlapping letters and numbers, you could be holding a very valuable coin. Off-center strikes. An off-center strike occurs when the coin blank is not properly aligned in the press, resulting in part of the design being missing. The more off-center the strike, the more valuable the coin can be. 2020 pennies with an off-center strike of 50% or more while still showing the full date and Lincoln's face can fetch thousands of dollars. BI error. This is a small die break that appears as an extra mark or raised line between the letters B and E in the word Liberty. These are very collectible errors that can increase the value of your penny significantly. Die cracks and die chips. Over time, the dies used to strike coins develop cracks, leading to raised lines or bumps on the coin. Some 2020 pennies have been found with noticeable die cracks along Lincoln's head or in the Union Shield design on the reverse. These errors, depending on their size and placement, can add significant value. Struck through errors. This happens when a foreign object, such as grease or debris, is present on the die when the coin is struck, resulting in a missing or weak design. Some 2020 pennies have been found with missing letters or ghost-like appearances due to this error. If you come across a penny like this, it could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. How to identify a rare 2020 penny? So, how do you know if you have a rare 2020 penny? Here are a few steps to follow. Check the mint mark. If your penny does not have a mint mark below the date, it was minted in Philadelphia. Look for errors. Use a magnifying glass or a coin microscope to inspect your coin for any of the errors we mentioned earlier. Check the condition. The higher the grade, the more valuable your penny will be. If your coin looks brand new and has no scratches or damage, it could be worth getting graded. Get it graded. If you believe you have a rare 2020 Lincoln penny, consider sending it to PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, for professional grading and authentication. Current market value of the 2020 NO Mint Mark Lincoln penny. Now, let's talk about the current market value. The highest auction price for a 2020 No Mint Mark Lincoln penny has reached $34,899. This was for a penny in MS-70 condition with a rare error, making it an absolute gem in the coin collecting world. For reference, common circulated 2020 pennies are only worth face value, 1 cent. Uncirculated 2020 pennies in MS65 to MS67 can sell for $50 to $500. High-grade MS69 and MS70 specimens can bring in thousands of dollars, especially if they have notable errors. Where to sell your 2020 Lincoln penny? If you think you have a valuable 2020 penny, there are several places where you can sell it. eBay. Many collectors buy and sell rare pennies here, but make sure to check recent auction prices. Coin auctions. Websites like Heritage Auctions and Stax Bowers specialize in rare coins. Local coin shops and dealers. They can evaluate your coin and possibly make an offer. Online coin forums and Facebook groups. Many collectors and experts share their finds and look to buy rare coins. So there you have it, folks. The 2020 No Mint Mark Lincoln penny might just be one of the most surprising modern coins worth big money. Whether it's due to errors, rarity, or high-grade condition, this penny proves that valuable treasures can still be found in everyday pocket change. Make sure to check your pennies carefully, and who knows? You might just have a $34,899 coin sitting in your collection. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update on valuable coins. Also, drop a comment below if you have a 2020 penny or any other rare coins you'd like me to cover next. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting! See you in the next video! Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we uncover hidden treasures in your pocket change. Today, we have an incredible find that could make you rich. A 2021 No Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny that's worth a staggering $19,666. That's right, a penny worth thousands of dollars. If you're a coin collector or just someone who loves hunting for valuable coins, you'll want to stick around until the end of this video because I'll be sharing all the details about this rare penny, its history, what makes it so valuable, and how you can spot one in your collection. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you want more videos on rare and valuable coins. Now, let's dive right into it. History of the Lincoln penny. Before we talk about the 2021 penny specifically, let's take a moment to appreciate the history of the Lincoln 1-cent coin. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse features Lincoln's portrait, while the reverse originally had wheat stalks until the memorial design replaced it in 1959. In 2009, the U.S. Mint released 4 special designs to honor Lincoln's 200th birthday, followed by the shield reverse design, which has been in circulation since 2010. Now, fast forward to 2021, and we have a coin that seems like an ordinary penny, but under the right circumstances, it can be worth a small fortune. Let's explore why. What makes the 2021 no-mint mark penny valuable? The 2021 no-mint mark Lincoln penny was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally does not include a mint mark on its pennies. However, not all 2021 pennies are worth thousands of dollars. So, what sets this particular one apart? Here are the key factors that can drive up its value. High-grade condition. Pennies graded in pristine, uncirculated condition, such as MS67 or higher, are highly sought after by collectors. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. Errors and varieties. Some 2021 pennies have rare errors like doubled dies, off-center strikes, or planchet defects. These errors make the coin unique and significantly increase its value. Low population in high grades. If only a few 2021 pennies have been graded at top-tier conditions by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, their rarity makes them more desirable. Demand among collectors. Modern coins with interesting varieties or near-perfect grades often see high demand at auctions, pushing their prices even higher. Now that we know why it's valuable, let's talk about how to identify one. How to spot a valuable 2021 no-mint mark penny. If you think you might have a 2021 Lincoln penny that's worth serious money, here's what you should do. Check for errors. Look for doubling in the letters or numbers, particularly in the words "Liberty, in God We Trust," or the date 2021. Any doubling could mean you have a doubled die variety. Inspect the strike. A coin that's off-center, missing details, or has a weak strike could indicate an error worth big bucks. Look at the surface condition. A flawless, bright, and well-struck coin with no scratches or wear has a higher chance of being valuable. Get it graded. If you think your coin is in excellent condition, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Coins that receive high MS, mint state, grades will fetch the highest prices. Record-breaking auction prices. Now, let's talk money. The current market value of a rare 2021 no-mint mark Lincoln penny in top condition is an astonishing $19,666. Some recent auction sales have confirmed that collectors are willing to pay big money for high-quality specimens. In 2023, one of these pennies in a pristine grade was sold for nearly $20,000 at an auction. This proves that even modern pennies can be worth a fortune under the right conditions. Where to sell a valuable penny? If you think you've found a rare 2021 penny, you have several options to sell it for top dollar. Online auctions, websites like eBay, Heritage Auctions, and Stack's Bowers frequently auction rare coins. Coin dealers. Local and online coin dealers can evaluate your coin and make you an offer. Coin shows and conventions. Attending a coin show allows you to meet expert collectors and dealers who may be interested in purchasing your penny. Direct sale to collectors. Some collectors are always looking for rare coins to add to their collection and may be willing to pay a premium. Who would have thought that a simple 2021 penny could be worth nearly $20,000? This just goes to show that valuable coins are still out there, hiding in plain sight. So, the next time you receive change at a store or check your piggy bank, be sure to take a closer look. You might be holding a fortune in your hands. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Also, drop a comment below and let me know, have you ever found a rare penny in your collection? Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting!